Well, my name is Victor Chingshubam. I'm born and brought up in Manipur. I'm a proud Manipur, you can say. Currently working in an IT company, but also working as a Japanese language expert for the Ministry of India, then Ministry of Health and Labor Welfare of Japan. Then I'm working with Embassy. Then I'm working for the ANSI, that is Anthropology Survey of India in Calcutta. And I'm in charge of Imphal, Nagaland, and some part of Delhi, I can say, and some part of Kolkata, and some part of Mizoram right now. And ahanma maktada aigi dai standing jin biriba oja khoi mental health activist oja lenin siam nadi unaning bane ise katang health ki khara khamjagi ta bane ise ado ngasi di unabase phangjawdre do nu saifi aina su inau haina di kaure, but totally respected professor and oja devan and the gi khoi gi madam supriya ko mayam sigi marakta aina ngasi ngang doise. I have prepared a lot in my mind, but I don't think so. I'm not in that state of mind to speak about it because I'm not a good speaker. I'm a silent worker. I have been working in the Japanese field from the last 15 years, and I made sure that I work by myself. I do it for myself. Whatever it comes, I will just face it. So I was a very silent worker. I have been, and I think I will be for a long time. So why a Japanese language expert, and why I'm standing over here? I'm no one in front of this wonderful people and the person who are actually joining this wonderful program today. I matik chaba makti oide, but I have done something extraordinary, which is not very in a, what you can say, mainstream, totally different. And I had an experience, and this experience has changed my life to achieve something in my life, which I want to share with the young generations. Now let me just share something about myself. 80s ki angang ne khoi di angang ne ju jik tu mangang oi hojik se tu mangang oi hai tare ko akho ja angang idum tai like, because we have to learn every day. We have to learn every day, every second, every hour is a learning point for us. There is no one over here who can call themselves a perfect man. Khuding makta khoi na pungsing khuding makki minute khuding makta second khuding makta khoi ano no bo mem theng nei ba. So I teach that like mafam se Manipur se khoi poklakhi bani aduga. Right now you are very lucky. I mean that the young generations who are actually born in after 2000s, they are the most privileged young generation, I guess. Akhoi na lorek pa matam da di pung mari ta gra di yum da hanjalak ta di ima pa na koi ti thi ba chalam phone su leitaba adi imana ba mayum yum da chalaga khoi je thi ba hawram. So we are born in that century ma pura se khenari hai ta re khoi je pura 2000 rom da la e amana khoi na pura 90s da lai gre ko matam da khoi se yam na Manipur se warakhi ba matam ne, and I'm one of them. So I'm just going to share a story of mine. I come from a very humble family. Aigi imado ayuki pung ahum dagi nongmagi jersey ama lolaga yolaga khoi ki isinau si yok na honare ko. Then khoi se larik pa ba matam da angka gi larik ka je khoi gi coding ai leta na khoi gi baton la pasing gi baton gi maning da khoi se angka go holaga school chalame. Our school uniform used to be our holy uniform, chakobu uniform, even like going outside, picnic uniform. This is never pungakani. And we have been through a lot of tough time where we never realized that we are going to have a second meal after having our lunch or a breakfast. So 3 days without food, akhoi chat posi yaw akhoi alu ga khullaga cha put pa wari yam. But the Japanese language has changed my life. Now I'm earning a salary of 6 figures. If we talk in a CTC, annually I earn more than 7 figures right now. And still, I have my own ventures, I have my own flats in Delhi, I have my own property in Manipur right now. Now why I'm saying this? Ozanu no hagido. Make your choice, make your decisions. Don't let anyone say that what you have to do, what you need to do. I am knowing about what I'm saying. Like, I say, "Imana, I am saying, matamdari mobile kasi like, tamni na ko khongwan pan se pam wari dum sana doine." Ara like I khongwan la lumba hara khangna me ba ngang ori ngai sida. Like guys, this ali me am se dum wari sana bje mi achat pa khudi mang na khoje. Oi, noi wari sani do noi khadang sa ba ya ba roine hai ba. But now I have proved them wrong. I khadang na sari. Japanese language expert am horaga. So that is my answers to them. Now, learning a Japanese language was never a choice for me because it never came in my mind. I can work in some government schools as a chokidar, or I'm not saying that chokidar is in a very low position or something, but I had no choice. So you must be in that position right now. 10, 12, but now you have the choices right now. You have the mobiles, internet has a koi disum da kahatare. Agi pamungi table malpans da dum world has a tables dum loi. You can search anything out. You can get in touch with anyone. Globally, you can connect it to anyone easily within 2 seconds, right? Even you can make a call to your friend even in 3 o'clock in the night, in the midnight. And even you can make a call to Japan, or you can make a call to America anytime you want, until unless you have balance in your mobile. That is one conditions I can say. Japanese language was never in my mind, and in Manipur there was no such facilities. But I heard that some of the people were very advanced in Japanese language. Mingwena Pamjarabda Ozananda Kumar ko ma like hidre. Then he was handling Manipur University Japanese language department as a head. Then Mr. Mangal, I masa maksu uzagre oza Mangal samsagi institute hangaleriko. Then again Ozakanta. So these people were one of the pioneers who started Japanese language. But I never had been in touch with them. I went to Delhi. I started working there in a Pizza Hut as a waiter. Meanwhile, I joined DU as from distance learning to learn just to complete my BA. English to BA major to. Then after that, I have given a photograph by my friend. Matamdu dadi ako use print out ki gasi ab kan phok triko. Mana se matamdu da ko ki computer khar season ba hairaga mana ingonda photo ma pirakhiba. Photo sida kai togeda. I think he like, you know, he was emphasizing on something. He wanted to make fun out of me. I don't know. I really don't know. But photo to gi makhada mana aigi photos gi makhada caption am iraga pirakhiba. I don't know where to go after my graduation habama. They changed my life. Mana print out se pura laga ingona pirameba. Victor nangi damakta ina semak panena. Somewhere I questioned myself that whether my friend is making fun out of me or he is really taking care of me. But that night, I was so confused. I was in Delhi, living with my roommates. He was studying Japanese language in that time, but he dropped it out somehow because Japanese language is very difficult. I'm telling you right now. Otherwise, I say, drop out I say, Pizza Hut da lupa lising ani ka changwa khak charaga ise dum tolop sina dum yaradra ayum da su paisa thaba ngamde. So what I have to do now? So that was a big question in my mind. Luckily, after 2 or 3 weeks, I found a guy with a Japanese language. He came to our restaurant to have a pizza with his friend, and he was reading a book. I mean, it was very fascinating because it's about learning. I mean, he was studying something different. Akoy na panabi English hindi do nateba Manipuri do nateba mam paramis mana parami to yamna tungan ba lari am param that it was very attractive. Then again, somehow I was very drawn to him to ask a question. I mean it mga khaloro mai minang change. Excuse me sir, आप जो किताब पढ़ रहे हैं उस किताब को क्या कहते हैं? I'm sorry, I'm using a Hindi. Then he said like I actually am preparing for my examinations. I'm a JNU student and I'm doing my Japanese language master, and I have to prepare, and I get no time in my college, so I came to Pizza Hut to have some fun with my friends, along with I want to discuss something about him. Madugi Japanese language to the Manadu Haramatunda. I took 5 minutes and I was standing there. I had a word with him, knowing that what kind of options I will get if I learn Japanese language or any foreign languages in the coming year. He showed me a lot of things. He explained briefly. Some were very detailed, some were very brief, but I came to know that Japanese language or whatever the foreign language which we are going to learn now will help me out in the future. So I decided. Next morning, I was very, what you can say, I never took an advice from someone. I was so over smart, you can say, overconfident. So my mind was that. I went to different colleges in different centers and different colleges in Delhi. I searched out for Chinese option. Chinese is thiba. Matamdura China gi India gi huzik lady conflict se leiram dabagi. China se kitang ina so attractive su oi ba hai tare ko moi kai hai tu khang de moi marun jai hai bangam de ko resistar ne hai roi ge. Ni hao ka har ko yam khatang leidena ko tongan ba do. So I searched out for a Chinese option, but I got no information about it. None of this private institute was providing a Chinese language studies. Then I went to Siddharth Chamber, which was in IIT Delhi. Maduda chala kana imanam na haraga adru chalu so aigi imanam si juma so Japanese tambane nang madru chalu ro adru chala kana nang option khara di phangani hara chala. I went there. I still remember it was a very funny incident. The Japanese lady, her name was Naka. So she's from Okinawa, from Japan. And Naka sensei, I'm so sorry. Naka sensei is my teacher, my mentor. Later on, she became my mentor. Masa ai hek ubaga makok sinundra. Oh, konnichiwa. Tore ko. Oi koi numan to isbun khalle. It was very different. I khalam is the maze. I ne changakpu the man khalam is nice Japanese machani. Came for part-time teaching or something. Maze Japanese the wahi tara kun mo harame ngasi harame de khumba ya ne matam dura ikem khumdreba. Kaino nang hai do hangye English ta dum. Then moisu mapamdra the Japanese language natana to option leramdre. So I was very disappointed. I thought that I have to do something, but I don't know where to go now. That was so frustrating, and I was like, chalo graduation खत्म होने के बाद कोई call center join कर लेते हैं, and that was my last option. I can work in a call center. I will send some 10,000, 20,000 to my family. They will be happy. I will be happy. I will be having a good life, right? So call center was in a boom. People were earning 40, 50,000 per month. They had a life, man. Seriously, they had a life. Nightlife, discos, ting chak, hi-fi gi brand free kungaw lithavi. So that was a more they became a model for me. But institute thola pagana, I was in a dilemma. Samna had huziki language li dululu ka haina daina. So what I have to do now? To I dululu to dum chala do sululu so thideya deba. Solution am so thideya deba is. So I came down. I saw the Japanese stuff written in a placard, and I just realized somebody kochi kurang so ko le madu so kochi kurang ko le si dum tam magin khalle. So you must have seen all the kanjis and all the calligraphy which you can see in the internet, or even you can see in the biscuits right now, which are in a boom in Manipur. People are selling that. Different from the Koreans, but somehow you can say Koreans also one of the calligraphy which they use. But China and Japan was very near, because Japanese took the character and your alphabets from the China, and they started modifying. So it was kind of a Bengali Mayek for Meitei or Assam took the Bengali Mayek from Calcutta, or you can say from the West Bengal, and we started using as our own. semaidana chamana na Japan store member, but they have modified in a several stage. So if I go and teach you over there, there are 5,000 kanjis which I can't go right now. It will take at least 3 days to explain that. So I'm going to leave that. Madudagi ina hauraga aigi 6 months more pasidako. I was the only you can say Northeastern student in my classes. There were more than I think 700 students, because batches to batches mujhe khaidu akhoi batch tang 150 16 leram mi yaw ado 150 60 ki manung duda at last how many people remain when we finished our courses was only 9% who went through this 3 years of courses. Akhoi 9 student katala yi abhishek ai manaba abhishek ani ko part 1 part 2 thunja leina adagi aina crush aigi crush amaga sorry ko adagi aigi student aigi manaba kharaga, but among that only 3 people are working as a successful Japanese language expert. Me, Chingshubam Victor, one is Abhishek Parmar, and one is Shikha. Akhoi hum khaktana tai diloi drop out tawre. Drop out to reason maram je kaino Japanese se kyam luge da ko aigi imanaba Bihar macha ne maze Ranjan na ani mana maze jum Japanese tamamaga second year ko mayor ko mane Victor मैं पढ़ने वाले नहीं हूँ सिनेमा यानी कई गिनो सिने यार इतना डिफिकल्ट पढ़ने से पहले बेहतर है कि मैं कुछ और कर लूँगा, मैं यूपीएससी का एग्जाम का वो प्रिपरेशन कर लूँगा, आईएएस ऑफिसर बन जाऊँगा. एंड ही डिड इट. ही इज अ कस्टम ऑफिसर राइट नाउ, इंस्पेक्टर रॉयल लाइक रेवा जापानीज तमदो सकपुरी मादु तमगेना बिकॉज इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. नाउ I know the student, no student ama hairangko. Now the time, I wasted my time a lot. Ngasi laga tamambaze yum laga tamdaba. Hallaga dum ai pizza hut changani, pizza khara charani yum dalani, imanab sing lang lai thoni. Ado ai grade system down lay ba haitare. But I was, although I was in a third position all the time, ado ai hozik mentor naka sensei siga. Housing Ministry of External Affairs की advisor ओरिबा आइगी अशोक चावला सेंसई का अशोक चावला सेंसई सिगा मोबानी से आइजे observe तितावा. You have the talent, but you are not giving your best. उजाना का साहे युद्ध choice हमल लेते अब तो इसे ताऊरगा लोरे certificate हम फंगल लोरे certificate से पूरा सा खल लोरे सिनेमा इन खला मिसे अदु नते मन पामा मिसना. You have to give your best. Sum taru posina no muje oza chawlas na isi kaushal lew ko mage class da. Victor, after the classes come to my office, I have to have a word with you. I just changaga, he is a big man. Even if you search Ashok Chawla Japanese expert, you will find his resume already uploaded in the Googles. He himself is a scientist. And he is the only person from India who taught Japanese language to Japanese student in Tokyo University. He was my mentor. Master topmost ne moina ngamana to boche ayuksina khui class lauro mani nungdin sina Bangalore da class am lobo satoi ne mase ay adagi mungdang gi flights da lakto ne car da dum tum ma hai ay car da dum tum Victor ay kaino ay punsi se khangre na. But he was so dedicated. He made sure that his students are never left behind. Everybody who needs him, everybody who wants his advices should be available over there. He should be available over there. So, first instance, in high record, man is a kaure. So I was sitting there for 2 hours. Then he said like, are you still sitting, like, I'm among the pamido, I'm the my files, the whole alive. After 2 hours, he said, Victor, you can go back. I said like chamam na lai. Then again happened in the next day. I said lai ko laga mana hang. So pungani I ka da chango. I jung change. Then again I was sitting there for 2 hours. Then after 2 hours he said like you can go back. It happened for 10-20 days. I was sitting there. I never wanted to offend my teacher because he is going to be something in my life. I looked up to him. He was my mentor and he was my role model and idol for me. But after 10-20 days, I realized that I'm wasting my time over there, sitting over there for 2 hours, doing nothing. and he was not giving me any useful advice, but he was just making me sit over there idly. So I was very frustrated. Then I asked a question, sir यार ये क्या पंगा चल रहा है यहाँ पे, आप मुझे 2 घंटे के लिए यहाँ पे बिठा रहे हो, बाद में फिर बोल रहे हो you can go back, what is this happening? That was the day he kept me for another 1 hour. बैठ जाओ. I was sitting there. लोअर मतुंग मागी file से लोअर मतुंग he put aside his file, dropped everything, and he just asked me, so Victor, you realize that you're wasting 2 hours of your life sitting in front of me in this 10 days. But did you realize something? I said, no, but I was gaining nothing sitting in front of you. So that was a waste of time for me. He said, like, you know, that is what I wanted you to realize. You wasted your life. Nang pung ani khatang ay napaman madani nang why hai do nangi life ki chahi kahi kun mga kun taruk chahi kun mga kun taruk taro nangi life hingak pus nang mangan gi bam ki ba matam mayam dani nang realize to prasine. That's the day, and today I'm over here. Ozaduna matam do da ingon da pung ani ni manghalam draba numi tarani kuni khak magi mamang da phamalam draba. Victor ngasi jidum we'll be walking somewhere else, right? I will be having in my La La Land. I will be having fun in my La La Land. La La Land. After teaching that, I started working and my grade started gaining the required marks, and I was topper in my class. So after completing my 2nd semester, I was, I had the privilege to learn the Japanese language without any fees. But after, how many of you knows about the Doraemon, Kiteretsu, and Shinchan? Raise your hand. How many of you? Right? Pleasure to say that I was in the team of that translation. So most of you who spoiled by these cartoons was because of me. So Shinchan, I only translated 2 episodes of the Shinchan. Kiteretsu I translated more than 10 episodes. Then Doraemon I translated around 1 or 2. I forgot about it, but it was a long time back. So I was in a college and I was given that opportunity to work. So there was a team of 3 people, me, Abhishek, and one more Abhishek. We were 3 people. We were working as a translator for that TV channel. That is, we were actually being contacted by the Hangama and Disney channel for that. So we were working for that, gaining money, paisa, wagisa. So that is the starting of my career. 2009, I never go with my luck. And I always count myself as one of the most unluckiest person in the world. Kay you know I ngasi ba the hausi ka ure phau dobi maru yaw re phau dobi paisa ta re ta haubi adi akoi imana ga ngari le don chalaga na acha posara handorok pugumba laibak thi bai ga pang bai ga adugi laibak to laibase I never have counted myself as a luckiest person, so I never have applied for anything in my whole life. I never applied. I applied tau deba kay no ai khange ba dum this is not going to happen, and this will demotivate me in life. Demotivate torpoye. Go. Aduna 2009 there was an opportunity for scholarship. Akhoi se India dagi akhoi gi private institute manga ama, government institute dagi akhoi gi mogi manga ama khallaga Japan thani na. Total 10 students all over India. Akhoi oza je hafta amum se ai mani je koi tan na leine. Victor, you should apply. Write down an essay. Why don't you write down? And I mani se koi tan na le bai nei ai live am thiga lai talle ai phajaba I resugo ai khalo isine ba. Nang I dei ro ai nang I dei ro koi tan na ro ko ja. So I think more than thousand students in Delhi itself they have applied for it. So I never thought that I will get any chances. I wrote an essay the beggars in our society. Akhoi se matam dira ozana hai, be creative. So whatever you feel, write it down, jolt it down. Itho. So I write something about the beggars in our society. Train station dagi, bus station dagi, begging tawra leba beggars dagi hauraga. Akhoi ki politician dagi kai dagi oi namak tawraga khoi se study tawraga ina madugi maram de iraga thagi. And unfortunately, I got a scholarship. 2009. I went to Japan. Japan kai je khodi samna ha da Manipur dagi lang thabal yau kan re sarau bo matam du ne ba ko Japan yau ro ne matam dura. So somehow I was there. I was lucky. Then I'm going to tell you a story over there. I was one of the first student who looked like us, having a Indian passport and traveling to Japan. So my port was in Kansai Kokusai Airport. That is in Kansai International Airport in Osaka. We landed over there and we had a stoppage for 4 hours in Hong Kong. I said, "Challe, ahan boy na challe ko." Challa kansida. I still can remember. All the students were like lining up. So somewhere from the we had a group from Russia, we had a group from Azerbaijan, we had a group from Singapore, then we had a group from Thailand, and we had a group from Sri Lanka. And somewhere from, I think America was also there. I really can't clearly remember, but we had a good friends over there. So it was all over. Philippines, one of the good friends was Philippines. So of course, student man, so it was a huge, opportunity for me. I was standing there. All the people, from the institute, they had a car lining up in front of our, airport to pick us up. All the students went out. Me and one of my friend, he was behind me. We were standing, and I went there and I saw my passport, and I said, we said, "Onegai shimasu." So please, I said, "PeeDee ko." PeeDee kansida. I know nga India passport ta sigi sakse aham male mana uis. Ma je I ji yenga. So you stopped in Hong Kong for 4 hours, right? I said, "Yeah, we had a layover in Hong Kong for 4 hours. So kindly give us a few minutes. So we are going to identify and validate your passport." Me atai lo smoothly chakramni ko. Ai khaktane le hawise. I was standing there for 30 minutes, feeling myself that I have committed some crime. Everybody was looking at me, and the people went. I think she checked out with the embassy about my validations of my passport and all my documents. Then after some time, she came and said, "Sumimasen, tsitsure shimashita. Daijoubu desu." No explanations. "I'm sorry, we have confirmed, you can go." 30 minutes I Japan, you can't be late even for an half, 3 seconds you can say. 3 seconds to train chat ki 30 minutes late over never. Then I came out. That was my first time. 2017 this was so I have been traveling. Luckily, aigi season mayamda, if I can do, then you can also do aigi process of aigi ideology haigadra aigi wakalam lejeko. I'm giving you an example. I'm from a family who were very humble, never had a good education as you have. You are so privileged right now. Your families are working with you. You're given a good education. You're guided by so many qualified teachers, and you have all the facilities right now. Akhoi din madule amdeba. Nagaland say amkhak ugre punsida. Aduga imanabagi bus chele na maga phaminaraga kaino da Guwahati amkho yaure. Then Patna amkhaka khoi bawa hina ko pura amkho yaure. So it was never a dream for me to be in a foreign land. But from 2009 till now, I have been traveling to Japan on several occasions for meetings, for invited by the ministry, invited by my company, invited by my friends, without spending a single penny from my pocket. I was given all the facilities, all the airports, flight tickets, all the hotel and everything is given to me. So what he said, Nu said, make your choice. Now, I was directed by someone, Mr. Chawla, Ashok Chawla, to take a good decision. I have taken the good decision. I was directed by him, but now after that, he never gave me any advice. Go ahead, do whatever you want. Every step counts. If you are willing to do anything different in your life, there are several things which you can initiate right now, take up the decision, and just go ahead. Make sure, masigi maraksida mi mayam thengnakani ojana nga sahabda tubum yaurakani ada. You will meet a lot of people who will demotivate you, who will say this is not going to work for you. They will say like this is totally not in the mainstream right now. But there is nothing called mainstream in job or education. You have to be very clear about your decisions, what you take, right? That is only makes the differences. 2017 this was aduna Tokyo Narita da Tokyo gi Narita sidam phare adu phawde point to India gi I just meant to India gi lines live kans the Hanuba I'm so sorry Hanuba but he was 60-70 years old. He came makhonga do kolaga lai papala ingoda sairamme kaigino nangna foreigner gi lambi kanu do line do lepi do na and kaidoroge foreigner ide hang kana nang lepi do lale nang di Japanese ni som sango hare. So as a northeastern part, we have a different, first of all, culture ya mane khose. Akoi wahai season arakpa, adegi akoi gi chakcha ya thak ko, chakcha ya thak si yamna best level dane akoi na moiga manai se, high level dane. Nato khangwa kana kana yawi. What is nato? Hawaiijar ko. Hawaiijar chai ko na maroi na kupi chai lamgi sing chai myoga kawai moi adigi khoi gi kari usoi chai different level. Japanese masa sing na India da lakpa kanda atai tai mafam da leba budi India da Manipur da leba sna kwai dai nungai haiba maram di sinjak nungchak mi gi sakpham lopam loi manaba se kai da khoi na soi hawi time management and garbage management. Mafam khuding mukta chatpa matamda aina hujik khwai sauningba ani khakse garbage se akhoina hundokpham khangna hundoktaba mafam khuding mak mosalakpa lambi phatte hana budi khoina di saujaba but lambi phatta na budi kanana sillebja khoina dum silla oiramba ko. Next, time management. 24 hours has been given to you by the God, the creator. 26 hours 24 hours ida kai kai tawgeba. You sleep for 8 hours 7 hours, right? Rest lehoriba 14-16 hours to kaidora lege. You go for your schools, that means I think 8 hours, right? Rest lehoriba tai dire kaidora mobile da dum leira, right? 2 hours katang khaido punsi 2 hours katang khaido. Think about your don't think about your education, don't think about your books, don't think about your friend, don't think about your family, just think about your career. 2 hours study to kai no ne to ningi se ai UPSC tha ge na khali ra IS officer ge khali ra Japanese language expert ge khali ra oza do na khoi gi institute amgi makok tha ba ma'am oi gi gen khali ra kai police oi ge ra kai khali no ba. But you have to give your 2 hours or 1 hour or 2 hours, at least I can say 2 hours. 2 hours is the planning am tabu horoba. Start search. If you are in a 12 classes, start searching for institute. Start searching for good person who can give you a good advice. Start searching for the companies. Ngasi adegi start searching for do some research on the relation of the countries. For me, I'm a Japanese language expert. Language am tam ge have matam da. Hogolaga polo hogola ai dai ngasi di school da chalaga Japanese tam to chatla ya pon de natra. You have to know Japanese language se tamura matang ai kaino to to sena. Why I should learn Japanese language? Why should not I go for a French? Why should not I go for a Spanish? Why don't I go for a German? Why don't I go for a Chinese? Mandarin? Madu mayam da no khang da ba yade. Start doing it. Nobody is going to help you out. I'm telling you. None of your parents are has the update as you have. None of your friends will have the update you have because they have no interest in that. There will be some limitations. I will give an like I to Manipur there will be some limitations. But you have the access to the internet. Why should I learn Japanese language? There are several countries who are actually investing in our country right now for the development, right? Japan is in the top 5 investment. Now they have a ventures in India right now. There's 5,700 well-known companies, organizations registered in India right now. Have you heard about the Suzuki? Have you heard about the Mitsubishi, Daikin, Panasonic, Sony, right? These are all leading companies. JCB khangba kana kana yawe kuthangalo. JCB khangba JCB tau na bodo. Loi khangam gani atra. Angang de han loi khang JCB de Komatsu ina thadra. Thabo bra Komatsu. Have you ever noticed that is a Japanese Japanese company? World leading heavy industry in Japan. But that is also from that small country, Japan. I see high is if you're making an automobile, a car, if you're making any of the even AC or even like small parts, just example like this how the seasonal report scratch you're just assembling it, right? Assemble the structure. So all the parts has to be outsourced. Outsourced of the company that is called vendors, sub-vendors. So Gujarat, Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta, Chennai, Hyderabad. See vendors. So each of the companies hire at least 5 to 10 at least 5 to 10 Japanese speakers. Number 2, the heavy industry. As my career, I started working with the anime. Now I joined fashion designing company called Koizumi. As a fashion designing then I joined a company called L&T. Have you heard about the Larsen and Toubro in India? Larsen and Toubro, L&T is the biggest engineering organization in India right now. L&T is a TBU. L&T is the 6 years as a Japanese language expert. But after that, I joined IBM. Have you heard about the IBMs? IBM Kangdabra, International Business Machine. In world ki ahanba memory chip puthoise IBM na puthoine. I was working in IBM. Now we got split in 2 companies. Now I'm in a Kyndryl. IBM was my previous company. I have been working with that company from the last 8 years. And thank you so much. I completed my 8 years in that same company today itself. Now, hidden secret I joined as a Japanese language expert. Now I'm a project manager, I'm a transition manager, I'm in the hiring management, and plus I'm a security lead in my company, not just Japanese. Once you go and venture out in the companies, you will be given an opportunity to skill up yourself. So don't think that, I have to be a doctor or I have to be engineer. And if I become a Japanese language expert, then I can't do anything in my life. You have flexibilities, man. Sea of opportunities. Sea of opportunities. I must tell you, sea of opportunities. You will be promoted. You will be promoted in a different level. So what we call as a Japanese language expert ourselves as a water. patra khudimukta haijan mamkana magi ising do patra dugi shape se loboneba. So if you are putting in a cup, masi cup on gini ko adagi pun na hapa pun on giba pukham na hapa kana pukham on giba mana haijalu ba mafam dugi shape se loboneba. Japanese language. Now flexibility I hana animation lerame, fashion designing, then heavy industry, then pharmaceutical, then I'm in a hospitality, then I am working as a ITian. IT the so all the fields are different, right? But I skilled up myself. I have taken up the opportunity. I studied the flow to gudum satpa. Now in Manipur, what I'm doing, Manipur 1942 to 1944 da thokiba lan gi maram da kana khange. Japan lan harab se kana khange. Silei ba mayam khangang wani ko tabdi yaurba. You can raise your hands, right? World War II gi maram da khangre sina sathi tro sidya. Okay. So World War II da 1942 dagi 1944 bawa adugi manung sida India akhoi India gi manung da Imphal campaign enam khak tawgiba war sigi maming ni ko war sigi maming Imphal campaign kawgiba matam da Subhash Chandra Bose mafam aine akhoi gi aine likhat khiba matam duni ko mana Japan ga tawraga India da laaga allied forces, we call it allied forces, but they are from the British ka lan sokna giba matam da Manipur sida Nagaland da akhoi gi mi sibu su yogi asok apun su yogi artifacts mayam mangiba. I am one of the researcher right now. Japanese language they horkiba in. I'm working with the archaeologists of India. I'm working with the anthropologists of India right now. That's how I've been connected with the ministries. So I know side high remember beyond book haibagini ko. Now if I go with the book, you will be like bored. I life ki say example on a thambane. I have been a Japanese language expert. I'm a project manager. I'm a transition manager. I'm in hiring management. I'm right now in a researchers. I'm in an archaeologist. I'm in an anthropologist. I'm working with the ministry right now. Unofficially, I'm a Japanese language expert. I'm widely hired. My mic pining on me by one day after 15 or 20 years of experience and have a good command in Japanese language, what do you think in your wildest them per day moi lupa kya talang bani per day ham to na phangbadi nate ko anyone can raise anyone ai paisa no puthoroke manam you should know that what are the benefits you are going to get as Japanese language expert. Can you get any mic and say something? Wildest dream da what is hanaze era taleda wildest dream da from boys. Anyone come up. Wildest dream da me amana freelance da Japanese language expert oina 15 years ki experience le kana per day moi lupa kya talam gadam man ge. Nobody has any 10,000 talam bayai kuthangalo 10,000 talam bayai. Okay, sister.
About luck.
Brilliant. Per day, if you are qualified enough, you will be earning 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees per day. If you are hired by a good organization. Mr. Tomba Chowba.com naga tawradi ai khangdego. But if you are working with a good opportunity, a good organization. But every day is not a rainy day. You will be given an opportunity for once in a year or once in 2 years or 10 days in a year or 20 days in a year. But experience if you have that ability to, promote yourself, sacrifice nang 15 years ki matungda I'm giving you my words 30,000 50,000 lakhs rupees per day talak pada noi karim da mangjani ngalete. Now you are not going to spend a single money. You're not going to, sell some soaps or beauty cream or whatever it is. You're not going to do anything. You're going to sell your mind. You're going to sell, you're going to help out, you're going to extend your support, and you're going to earn money. 2018 gi Sangai da sumo gi wrestling kana yengawi. Sumo wrestling kanghau dabra. Sangai festival gi khangre ko. Now go and ahead and search out in the YouTube, you can find it out. Matam to the stage to the me listening nipan gi marak ta lepaga Maltese maron, English maron, Hindi maron, Japanese maron the law give the picture. 2018. That's my achievement, right? I'm no one. I'm saying I still admit you have to learn every day. I insist the lepaga nang size they kala tak 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 lam si or kana kitang confident or is. You have to make yourself comfortable, right? Career suits up money. How can the mang katang khanmam laini khanjana bam laini ba. But if you are having a support from your family, if you are having a moral support from your friend, step by step dum ka khod ko. One day you will reach a goal. Ko katang isa se katang challenging environment dam porapa. Ko adu porakanda you will reach a goal, right? So I ngasai di beyond di bukhare tolo ke haido si tolo ke haido ra habadi earning the bole ko. Now I'm so lucky enough that I have been evaluated as a topmost paid Japanese language expert in Northeast India. Topmost paid Japanese language top 10 ge manung lebida India da chadle. So this is what I have achieved, from boiling potatoes to earning lakhs. You can do it. Trust yourself, trust your instinct, do your homework, do your research. If I can do, you can do. Aina sari basak no su sari bane. Aina thai bising no su thai bane. There are no differences. But taugen haragadi, don't drop it out. Don't waste your time and money. Seriously. P3V sida ko ngasai ozana haijagibdo. Matam habja amtang mangraba. Anyang hana phangaro. Ai hujik sida lepe je pungkha ma punga ma wari sarai. I can't go back to 30 minutes back. Can't go back. Can't bring back. I was 30 minutes younger when I came to this dash, respected dash. 30 minutes younger. Now I'm 30 minutes older. Now I'm going to be another 1 hour older. That life will never come back. Aigi ima ahal orakani, ai ahal orakani, aigi ichai su ahal orakani, loin ma ahal orakani, dinosaur orakani ko. Matam khara lekana. But what legacy are you going to leave when you leave this world? Do you have anything in your mind? Be a doctor, be an engineer, be a Japanese language expert, be a teacher, whatever you do with dedications. Masi haraga ilosin zarage aduga kaigumba Japanese language ta, if you need any advice, come to me. I will be really happy and really glad if I can be any kind of use to you. Thank you so much.